history will be made tonight one way or another. It's either going to be here if Representative Kristi Noem is elected the first female governor in the state of South Dakota, or it's going to be across town at the district. The plane actually landed in between the four homes. I don't know if you can see, there's kind of a little pile of rubble, some wreckage in between them. That's actually what's left of the plane. Details are very limited at this time. What we do know is authorities are on scene here in Del Rapids investigating the suspicious death of a child. 3 o'clock this afternoon, that's when Ditch Road was opened up to the public. As I said, this is still an ongoing investigation. And you came out as one of the top 2 vote getters tonight, meaning you'll only face off against one other candidate in the runoff. But for those people who maybe supported another candidate today who's no longer in this race, what do you say to them? Why do you deserve their support this next go around? Already up there, Dusty is making promises, saying his number 1 priority when he does get into Congress is Farm Bill. He said there's 100 other issues that are of course important, but this Farm Bill is his number 1 priority. I met the man behind all of this magic earlier today. He was a little bummed that the video we shot was shot in the daylight because he says it looks awesome at night when it's all lit up. So
Victor, low altitude alert, check your altitude immediately.
In radio transmission, you can hear air traffic controllers alerting a plane of low altitude.
Number 45 Victor. Trying to maintain 3,000, stay altitude.
The calls soon become more frantic.
45 Victor, Sioux Falls Tower, how do you hear?
As there's no response from the pilot.
Remember 45 Victor.
The plane the air traffic controller is trying to reach
45 Victor.
is registered through federal aviation records to Von Meyer of Sioux Falls. Flight logs show the 1980 Beechcraft Baron, a 6-seater twin-engine plane, was scheduled to land in T Sunday evening, but its flight path shows a last-minute turn north.
Just so you know, I think we just lost an aircraft.
At 5:09 Christmas night, the plane exploded into the ground behind these Sioux Falls homes.
And it sounded like a dive bomb, and it was like, whoa, and it came in hard and fast, and just a big fireball.
What caused the plane to go down remains a mystery.
The weather, if I remember right, it was fairly clear up until that point in time.
The National Transportation Safety Board has taken over the scene.
It's really in their hands as far as the investigation goes, and we're more of a support agency at this point.
Sioux Falls police are maintaining a perimeter around the crash site to contain debris, some of which was found up to 2.5 blocks away.
If you find any type of mechanical wreckage or biological debris, please call 911 and have the officers come out and we'll take care of it.
The word cancer takes on a new meaning when it happens to someone you know. It recently hit home here at KDLT. Our chief photographer Adam Huntemer's life was turned on its head last month when his 5-year-old daughter Holly was diagnosed. Doctors found a malignant tumor in her sinuses.
It's been a life-changing experience for the entire family, especially for Holly's twin sister Haley. In their short 5 years of life, the two have gone through absolutely everything together. Cancer would prove to be no different. KDLT's Anndrea Anderson shares this special story.
Holly and Haley are 2 peas in a pod.
Pretty much been inseparable. We had separate cribs for them when they were little. When we changed it into toddler beds, they were ending up sleeping with each other, next to each other every night, and it hasn't really changed since.
The two are similar in just about every way, except for when it comes to movie preferences.
I like to watch Lion King. No, it would make me scared.
Having an identical twin means you go through everything together. But this winter, something happened to Holly that had a big impact on Haley.
I knew something wasn't right because Holly wanted to be left alone. Don't lay by me, don't touch me, don't whatever. Just didn't want anything to do with Haley.
Holly has a rare cancer called rhabdosarcoma. She's currently undergoing treatment, which brought another big change.
She had long hair like mine and curly. And so when the chemo, we were about 3 weeks in with chemo and it just kind of started falling out.
Holly became insecure about her bald head. That's when her best friend stepped in.
Because he's trying to get a haircut just like me.
How does that make you feel?
It makes me feel good and that.
We're gonna cut now, okay? You gotta be still.
Be still.
Inch by inch, Haley starts to look more like her identical sister again.
You like that?
And the
That's
new
really
do
cute.
is, of course, mom approved.
Their relationship has been altered. I mean, Obviously, Holly's life has changed dramatically, but it's been affecting a lot of us in our family. So I really think that anything they can do to enhance that bond as twin sisters is awesome.
Holly now continues to fight with new confidence and her twin sister right by her side.
They are a team and we're all fighting together.
Anndrea Anderson, KDLT News. The video is stunning. Ice creeping out of Lake Ponset up into the point it crashes, pouring into homes and littering yards with shards of ice.
Kind of feeling fortunate at this point, because it could have been much, much worse.
It's called ice push. Heavy winds and waves force layered ice onto land, coming dangerously close to homes along the water.
It got right up against some of the homes, and there's really nothing you can do about it. You can watch it, and hope it stops. But once that wind gets that ice to moving, there's very, very little that anybody can do about it.
While the ice has damaged docks, satellite dishes, and flagpoles, it's stopped short of impacting homes, thanks in large part to the way it took shape. The honeycomb pattern that the ice is forming in is actually a good thing. It allows it to break up into smaller shards once it makes land. Homeowners were able to sweep and shovel most of the ice away. It should melt in a couple of days, but there are new concerns of flooding on Lake Ponset.
We really kind of got over that first hurdle, and so now we've got the ice off. Now we can worry about the water.
The lake is nearly 30 inches over capacity, with more water expected to flow in.
My hope is that maybe later today they'll be able to open those gates and start letting some of the water out of the lake, because there's an awful lot of water that comes from the northwest that's still on its way down here. So we need to make some room.
Anndrea Anderson, KDLT News.